Good people equal good business. It's a simple formula. Behind every great business are great workers, people who give their best because of what they get in return. Happy, motivated, productive workers help businesses succeed, and thus they can succeed. Everyone wins. That's what Durham Exchange Club Industries is all about, giving individuals with disabilities that chance to win in business, in life. DECI is working for people. It is a win-win for everyone involved. 40 years ago, the Exchange Club made a commitment to the Durham community to provide work and training programs for people who have physical, developmental, and emotional disabilities.
Back in the 1965, at a convention in Asheville, North Carolina, our exchange clubs convened once a year for the purpose of electing officers and things. And at that time, we were looking projects to better our mankind and better our communities. So it was brought to the convention a motion by an exchange act from Raleigh that the North Carolina State Exchange Clubs at that time, that they would seek to organize sheltered workshops at that time as we knew it all over the state of North Carolina. And the motion was accepted, voted on it, and we came back, the Exchange Club members of Durham, and began meeting with the purpose in mind of establishing a sheltered workshop for our community in Durham. And after a few months of meeting in early 1966 with some exchange ites and with other members in the community, we were able to get an article of incorporation. And in July 1 of 1966, our doors opened in a redevelopment area downtown for our first workshop.
Members of the Exchange Club of Durham formed an all-volunteer board of directors to oversee the project, and the Durham Exchange Club Industries was born. In June of 1966, William Pete Rice was named the first director.
Well, I'd been teaching school for 15 years in the county system. At that time, we had the county system and the city system. I had been active in the Association of Retarded Citizens for several years. A dear friend of mine had a Down syndrome son, and it kind of bothered me that there were no facilities for these people, particularly the adults. The Association of Retarded Citizens was operating as sort of a little daycare center for the younger ones, but they soon aged out of that, and there was nothing for them to do. So when the board approached me as a possible director of a program, I was very interested because I guess I've just always been interested in the underdog, and there were just no facilities. It's amazing that a state the size of North Carolina would have nothing for handicapped adults other than one of these warehouses like out at Murdoch and places like that. And I felt that these people could accomplish something if given an opportunity. So when they approached me about starting a program designed for that, it appeared to be a real good challenge, and so I resigned my teaching position effective the end of the year of 1966, and we started the program in the first day of July of 1966. In an old abandoned building downtown here in Durham.
DECI offered jobs and life skills training and backed that training with real work, the reclamation and resale of old school desks. The goal in 1966 was the basis for DECI's mission today, to place individuals in jobs in the community after they have received sufficient training to prepare them for a normal job in the community. With the help of human services agencies, DECI's program worked. The newly trained skilled employees were motivated, productive, And most important of all, succeeding in DECI was placing individuals in community jobs. A total of 8 individuals were placed that first year.
Billy, I can't think of his last name right now, and I guess we probably don't need to even mention it, but Billy is totally deaf, and he's nonverbal, very spastic. He bounces off of every wall in this building. But once you show him something, he can do it. And the strangest thing, he just took on the chore. I don't know how this ever got started, but we also have a blind fellow. So Billy took it upon himself to be his eyes. And periodically he'll take him to the toilet, or lunchtime he takes him to lunch. That's success. You'll have me crying. We've had a lot of motion upward with a lot of people. I don't know how many. I didn't keep a score. That was no concern of mine. But it's been in the hundreds of people that we've been able to move up at least a step, and many of them more than that.
In 1987, Mr. Rice retired as the executive director, and Ken Gregory took the helm.
I was hired as a vice or assistant director at the time, but as I always tell the tale, Mr. Rice was looking for a truck driver. He just didn't tell me that. We came to Lawson Street in '79 and started cleaning and renovating and organizing this site to start providing services and contract work here. We have 300,000 square feet of production and warehouse space and 16 loading docks that we can accommodate any type of loading or unloading is necessary. We have an excellent location here, being right next to 147, right at the interchange or intersection here at Briggs Avenue, in an industrial area with an industrial park next door, the community college next door. There's all kinds of potential.
Since 1966, DECI continues to focus on people's abilities rather than their disabilities, helps them maximize their potential, and helps them become tax-paying citizens.
I work at Chick-fil-A. I cut up the lemons, squeeze the lemons, and then to make lemonade. DECI helped me by getting a job.
Faylene Cockrell has been with us almost a year from DECI. It has been a pleasure and a great joy to have her working here. Faylene actually keeps me on my toes. She makes me remember what's supposed to be done, where she's supposed to be. She completes all her tasks. Even if that means staying after, she will let me know I need to stay after to complete this task, and I have no problem with that. She's always on time, never, ever, ever late. She is very considerate of others. She thinks about the entire team and the entire business. I would recommend DECI to other employers as well.
DECI's board of directors and staff believe that through meaningful, satisfying work and training programs, people are able to live more independently, successfully, and productively.
I work here. I work back in the DECI kitchen, and it's really a good job. I've been wanting to get back into kitchen work for a long time, and I owe it to my manager, Jim Behringer, for giving me the opportunity.
Vocational trainees, called clients, may earn wages while learning or improving job skills or benefit from DECI's unpaid pre-vocational enrichment services.
Well, DCI, they trained me to go back to work because I was out of work for about 2 years. And I had to learn to start all over again, learn the boss people, the trainers, stuff like that, and get me back to work. So DCI helped me do that. They really helped me out.
While in training, clients may try various tasks that are part of the commercial services we perform.
I have been working here at 32 years, doing stuff for Duke, Northern Telecom, IBM's, and packaging, screws, nuts, bolts, and bottles.
Annually, DECI contracts with over 50 companies, allowing us to employ, train, and offer placement services to over 300 individuals. DECI subcontract services include packaging, inventory management, warehousing and distribution, sorting, assembly, disassembly, inspection, testing, reclamation, as well as transportation and logistics.
Right here in the mailroom at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Been here, well, June 18th of this year will be 16 years here. I sort mail, I run mail, put up in an office, make mail runs.
Okay, here at Blue Cross Blue Shield, the workers that we have is Mark Bullock. Mark Bullock has been with the company for 16 plus years, but I've only known Mark for 2 years. DECI has been very important, has played a very important part in his work due to them being accessible to him when there's changes within the company. As you know, there's always changes within all companies, all workplace companies. And when we have to make adjustments, we have to make sure that we're still flowing the same that we were before the change. So I always call up. Andy Wissenhunt is one of the guys that we deal with. Call him up, tell him what's going on. Andy usually comes out, or he'll call. He'll explain everything to Mark of what's going on. Or actually, he does a walkthrough with Mark just to make sure he physically knows what's going on. And he comes and does checkups at least once or twice a week. So basically, DECI has been basically like a brother and a sister to us, to Blue Cross Blue Shield.
In addition, DECI provides janitorial, housekeeping, and food service training. DECI's job placement program has placed individuals into over 250 community jobs over the last 5 years.
Here at the VA, I am a patient escort. As a patient escort, we transport patients from place to place in different areas around the hospital. We also do lab specimens and things like that. DECI has been invaluable. They helped me a whole lot.
DECI provides their clients the opportunity to train in a work environment that compares with other area industries. DECI's production services are ISO 9000 registered through QMI. DECI's quality assurance program allows us to meet our customers' most exacting demands. Staff and trainees work diligently to ensure that job schedules are met. DECI strives to fully understand the needs of our customers. We want to exceed their expectations by continuously improving every aspect of our business. DECI's placement and training services receive funding and support from the North Carolina Division of Vocational Rehabilitation and the North Carolina Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse. And the more new customers and new projects DECI gets, the more skills, training, pay, and special programs individuals with disabilities get. It is a winning combination.
I would be nothing without DECI.